Not in my wildest dreams, Maddie, but just like you guys, I dreamt as a kid of faraway treasures. Islands and pirates. So they take this out. They keep digging. They get down 10 more feet. Now they're down 20 FT and they're boys. They hit another layer of oak logs and they give up. Gary Drayton is gone from the Curse of Oak Island and no one said a word. He was in almost 200 episodes, but then his name just disappeared. At the same time, his daughter Katya showed up smiling and ready to dig. She found a strange piece of iron that might be from an old tunnel. Tune in. Right after that, Gary's name was cut from the credits like he was never part of the show. The Katya takeover. Gary wasn't just the guy swinging gadgets and digging up ancient nails. He was part of the vibe. Whenever the crew got close to finding something juicy, there he was, grinning like he knew a secret. But now he's basically ghosted the last stretch of the season and no one is giving a straight answer. But he didn't just vanish. He was edged out and no one's talking. Let's rewind for a second. Early in season 12, he was doing his thing like usual. Episode 7, Present. Episode 8, Still Around. Episode 9, titled Brick by Brick, checked in. But then came episode 10, Grave Concerns, and he was just gone. Not a beep, not a bleep. His name vanished from the credits like someone hit delete. The strange part? Around the same time he started fading, someone else entered the picture. Morwood. My gut feeling, and your gut feeling, says this is some kind of old tunnel. Katya, his daughter. Now Katya seems capable. She's been metal detecting since she could hold a machine. And she even made a decent find with the team over at Smith S. Cove, a chunk of iron that might link to old underground structures. Pretty impressive. But it also felt a bit too perfect. The timing wasn't subtle. Right as he starts missing from episodes, Katya shows up, all smiles and tools in hand. Hard not to raise an eyebrow. It's not like she stumbled onto the set by accident. This felt more like a curtain call for one Drayton and an entrance for another. This whole thing looks a lot like a calculated move. Some fans are calling it a soft swap. Introduce the new while gently shoving out the old. Familiar last name, new face, similar skills. Nothing too jarring for loyal viewers, but enough to stir the pot. He wasn't just background noise. He had a massive presence. 170 episodes out of 236. That's serious screen time. You don't just disappear a guy like that unless there's an agenda. Or at the very least, a plan nobody's talking about. Could it be scheduling conflicts? Could be. Could it be he was ready to hang up the detector and chill for a bit? Also possible. But 4 episodes back-to-back missing in action right as Katya slides into his spot? Do you think we should call my uncles? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we've actually found something that will blow him away. That smells engineered. And fans aren't clueless. They started raising questions all over social media. Where's he? Is Katya taking over? Why the silence? The network, meanwhile, kept its mouth zipped. Not even a vague assurance, just a full-on blackout. Oak Island fans aren't new to this game. They know the crew. They follow every dig, every beep, every false alarm. Pulling a fast one on them? Risky. Viewers return not just for mysterious tunnels and lost treasures, but for the people swinging the picks. Let's put it in numbers. The show is the most watched on the History Channel. Among all TV shows, it stands at number 75. That's a ton of eyes. Eyes that notice when something's off. Eyes that spotted his absence before the credits even rolled. The Gary Katya switch-up wasn't subtle. It played out like a script. Dad steps out. Daughter steps in. No mention. No context. Just a seamless transition. But seamless doesn't mean invisible. Viewers noticed. And they started talking. Now Katya's no rookie. She's been tagging along with her dad since she was 7. She knows her way around a dig site. But being good at the job doesn't erase the weirdness of how it all went down. There was no build-up. No formal welcome. She just appeared, detector in hand. Like it was always the plan. If this is production's way of injecting fresh energy, they did it with the subtlety of a shovel to the face. Sneaky moves wrapped in a family-friendly bow. It keeps the Drayton name on the roster while quietly shifting gears. That iron shard she found? Maybe it's real. Maybe it's relevant. But let's be honest, the timing was everything. It wasn't just about the artifact. It was about the message. Katya can carry the legacy. which is fine. But when legacy handoffs happen, people usually say something. Instead, it was all smoke and mirrors. 1 week he's the go-to detector guy. The next he's vanished like pirate gold, and no one even blinks on screen. The rest of the crew doesn't say a word. Not even a casual mention. It's like he never existed. This isn't just a case of trimming runtime. This is a shift, a replacement wrapped in silence. Viewers didn't sign up for that kind of quiet exit, especially not for a guy who has been there since nearly the beginning. When a longtime face goes missing without a whisper, fans notice. They start forming theories. Maybe he had creative disagreements. Maybe he asked for more money. Maybe he simply got tired. Every theory gets airtime when no one provides the truth. And then there's the network, sitting on top of ratings gold, acting like everything's normal. No statement, no tease, nothing to feed the curiosity, which only makes things worse. Silence turns into fuel for speculation, for frustration, for gossip. The lack of transparency sticks out. Yeah, these timbers look really old. Yeah, especially when the show thrives on drama and suspense. You'd think they'd know how to use a storyline, but when the drama is real and behind the scenes, they suddenly go quiet. Imagine watching your favorite sports team, and the star player just doesn't show up one day. No announcement, no injury report, just gone. That's what his absence feels like. Fans are sitting on their couches, staring at the screen, wondering what happened to the guy who used to light up every dig. And make no mistake, he lit things up. He brought energy. He brought weird, old-timey treasure hunter slang. He brought excitement when the rest of the team was just scratching dirt. He made metal detecting look fun. He made it feel like something big was always around the corner. Katya showed up. But he vanished. That silence? It says more than you think. The silence is loud now.